My journey with Megan began when she was 3. She was diagnosed with a brain tumor. It was not cancerous at that time. They were able to go in and do surgery and debulk the tumor. They also ended up putting a shunt in her head, and she was in the hospital for a couple weeks, and we went home. A couple years later, at the age of 5, we discovered that the tumor had come back. It was bigger, better, stronger, and they did surgery again. And at that point, they had told us because of her age, she was appropriate for radiation treatment, so we opted to do 6 weeks of radiation. Megan would go to radiation in the morning and kindergarten in the afternoon. We had an MRI, and it showed us that her tumor was the size of a pinpoint, so it was successful. And then in the spring of 2003, my older son, Timmy, came to me and said, "Mom, Megan holds on to me when we walk to the bus stop." And I said, "Okay." So I sat down with her and I talked to her, and she said, "I just don't feel good. I'm just tired all the time." And I had noticed that her behavior, she was a little more ornery than normal. She was ornery anyways, but and she was 12. And then one night she went to get into the shower and she fell through the shower doors. And when I sat her in her room, she cried and she said, "My head hurts all the time." So we called the doctor, we took her in for an MRI, and the MRI showed that she had 4 new tumors, and it was in the fluid that covered her brain. They put her in for surgery, they did a shunt revision. They opened and closed her in 4 hours. Normally a surgery takes 9, 10, 12 hours. It was cancerous, and there wasn't anything surgical that they could do about it. We went to see her pediatric oncologist. She had the type of tumor that there was not a treatment for. It felt like someone kicked me in the stomach and walked away. There's a lot of information floating around the room, and he turned and he looked at Megan and he said, "Megan, do you have any questions? We've talked about a lot." And she said, "Who's going to take care of my mom?"